We began in 1981, Sullivan Farming. We leased all of the farm ground from my mother-in-law. We purchased this piece, which is the only piece we really owned. It has evolved from a row crop farm, from cotton, tomatoes, wheat, corn. We have transitioned now almost totally into permanent crops. My Portuguese grandfather settled here in the late 1800s, and he began farming and he ran sheep. He passed away in 1927, and my grandmother continued to farm. She had 5 children. They divided up the farm ground amongst themselves, and they all became farmers. My father passed away then when I was 10, and my mother continued to farm. So we have a long history of female farmers in our family. My father-in-law came here. He was a mortician, and he invested in farm ground. When he passed away, someone in the family had to come home and kind of look after the farm ground. So it turned out to be my husband's job because he was the baby of the family and the most flexible in what he was doing at that time. He always used to say that once you got the dirt under your fingernails, it was like heroin. It was addictive, and he loved farming. He did a very good job of it too. When he passed away, I kind of took over and thought I would carry through with the whole thing. And we have. And we're basically 50% walnuts and 50% almonds now. Well, I would like now to introduce my daughter, Lacey Ann Sullivan Chinaki, who has joined me, and she's much more eloquent than I am at doing these things. Farming in Kings County, unique because of, well, 2 primary things right now. Of course, the challenge of the drought and being able to keep your crops alive and judiciously use the water well enough to produce a crop yet not overuse it. We've also got the challenge of the high-speed rail, which is threatening to take a great deal of farm ground and dairy ground.
I think it's particularly impactful because it is the ground that was acquired by my mom's ancestors in the late 1800s. It really cuts in half a ranch that has been in our family for multiple generations.
And it matters to my family that we're losing it for something that may never be completed.
I think it's very important for people my age and younger to become involved in this industry just because such a small percentage of the population has any awareness in agriculture. So we really need voices out there to continue to protect and preserve the industry.
Helen is just a recognized leader in this community. Her name surfaces constantly in the settings that we're in. Helen, congratulations to you. It's well deserved.
It's an enormous honor to be linked with the past people who have received this award. I'm very proud, I'm very pleased, I'm very honored, and I'm very humbled. I'm very humbled by this whole thing.